Are you ready for that? Okay, lift your hands and say it with me. This morning, I will be delivered from any demonic stronghold. Well, the problem is, let me mention something before I start my teaching. In America, we don't cast out demons because we don't believe in that. What we do is we counsel demons. So in this ministry, we don't counsel demons, we cast them out. The spirit dimension is a very, very real. As a matter of fact, you are the result of your decision of what happened in the spirit dimension. You will see manifested in the natural dimension. Anything that you do in the spirit, it will affect your natural life. So I want you to see Jesus, and let's read together out loud. And then one of the multitudes answered and said, Master, means Lord. What? I have brought unto thee my son, which has a dumb spirit. Okay, keep going. You need to go fast with me. And I want everybody reading. They couldn't cast them out. Okay, verse 19, he answered him and he said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? Everybody reading. Well, whatever you use, those manifestations, we see in this ministry. We see it in the church. It happened here today. So verse 21. Come on. How long? Go back. Let's go back to the verse. How long is it ago since this came unto him? Why he asked that question? Because he wants to know when was the enter, when the door was open. But not only that, the reason he asked the question is because he want to know how long that condition, that spirit has been there. Because I want you to write it down. And let's open with this revelation to you. Anything that has longevity develops roots. Anything that has been for a while in a place in your mind develops, establishes roots. So that's the reason he asked, how long have you been suffering this migraine? How long have you been suffering of this depression? How long have you been suffering from this sickness? Because he wants to know how long that demon has been in that person. And then that means, depending on the time, he said that develops roots. That's the reason. There's a reason Jesus asked questions. And then he say, or from a child, when he was a child. Verse 22. Keep reading. Into the fire, into the waters, to destroy him. And help us. Verse 23. Keep going. Verse 24. Everyone. Okay, keep going. Verse 25. Come on. 26. Come on, everybody. Verse 27. Verse 28. Verse 29. These kind can come out forth by nothing but by. Lift your hands, say it. Okay. This is the revelation of the whole story. And I want you to write it down. Anything that has been in a place and a person for a long time establishes root. Second, anything that has roots will become a stronghold. What happened with that young boy? That demon has been since he was a child. He was 18, 19, 20. So this is what Jesus said. This demon has been there for a while, developed roots, and it already became a stronghold. This kind of issues will not gonna come out with just a simple prayer. That's what the mistakes of many believers. Oh, I pray for it, nothing happened. Yeah, how long has it been there? It became a stronghold. So if that sickness, oppression, has been in a person for a while, that tells you and tells me that requires power to demolish it. Have you prayed for something and it didn't happen, didn't come out? The situation continues. The issue continues. And then you said, why? Because that became a stronghold, has been there for a while. No, now departing and knowing that revelation, let's enter into the topic of strongholds. Say with me, strongholds. Say it louder, please. Say it louder. This is one of the, so let's speak on strongholds of bitterness. There are many kinds of strongholds. Lift your hands and say with me, strongholds. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 through 5. And you will see this kind of strongholds. There are many kind of strongholds, types of strongholds. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to pulling down strongholds. In other words, to demolish, to overcome a stronghold on a person, because that thing has been for a long time, requires prayer and fasting. It's not going to come out just a quick prayer of faith, but requires power. And through power is what you do, through prayer and fasting is where you obtain the power to cast him down. You understand? So this kind of strongholds that I will speak to you this morning is about the stronghold of bitterness. Say with me, bitterness. It's one of the strongest strongholds that I ever dealt with on people. And what I'm saying, this is the cause of divorces. This is the cause of separations in families. This is the cause of people being defiled, contaminated. This is the cause of emotional distress on people. Strongholds of bitterness. Because bitterness spring forth more things. Bitterness is not something, just one thing. It's called the root of bitterness. So we understand, so I will define the word stronghold. The word stronghold, and especially what is the stronghold of bitterness. And I want you to write it down quickly. Stronghold is a fortress, castle, a place where they operates from to go out to attack. When you have a stronghold in your mind, your emotions, your body, your soul, That is the place where the Spirit goes to all over your life. So that's why when you remove those strongholds, the enemy doesn't have any place to live. You need to leave the enemy homeless. You understand? This is very powerful. So what is a stronghold? It is a fortress. It's a place where something operates from. In other words, when somebody says, I have a stronghold in my house, meaning that from that place you do your things. What? So strongholds, what's the definition of strongholds? And this is something I want you to write it down. Strongholds are the lies of Satan, hiding in human reason, waiting for you to agree and to approve.